It's time to go on a campus tour. And to begin, and I say tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, in Salt Lake City, Utah, my Florida get it straight the trip out there to get to take on the Utah Utes, the Pac-12 champions. Remember this because this happened last year, right? The Utah Utes defended the Pac-12 champions, ranked in the polls, and they had to come down to the swamp of Gainesville, Florida, and they took an L. Now this time the game is out in Utah. The Gators are traveling today to Texas. No, they traveled yesterday to Texas, and now they're traveling from Texas out to Utah today. Okay, so that game is tomorrow, August 31st, 8 p.m. ESPN. Chris Fowler, Kirk Street is on the call for that one. Okay, and yes, I will be here to watch it live. All right, I am not missing the first game of the Florida Gators. Y'all know me. I'm not missing this game. Picks later. Okay. All right. Saturday kickoff your normal Saturday college football day at noon on ABC when it is the Virginia Cavaliers against number 12, the Tennessee Volunteers at Nissan Stadium, the home of the Tennessee Titans. That should be fun. ACC SEC matchup. I kind of know what I'm going. I think I know where everybody's going go with this, but my picks are later when we do our bear down picks. But hey, I'm just gonna say Virginia have fun. Now here we go. Also at noon on Saturday. Big noon kickoff is live from Fort Worth, Texas at 17 ranked TCU coming off one of their best seasons in program history, making it to the national championship game before getting demolished by the Georgia Bulldogs. They are the first team to welcome in Coach Prime as Coach Prime takes over Colorado Buffaloes. His first game is on the road in Fort Worth, Texas, with the TCU Horned Frogs. I wonder if Deion Sanders is going to wear a Cowboys hat while he's there. I want to see that. I want to see Deion rocking the cowboy hat. That's what I want to do. He showed because all the commercials and stuff when they did, he rocking that 10-gallon cowboy hat, and I love it. I want to see Coach Prime with it on. But big noon kickoff is there. I'm going to see the crew. And this is on Fox, ladies and gentlemen. So at the big noon kickoff, right after the big noon kickoff, is Colorado Buffalo, TCU Horned Frogs, Pac-12 versus Big 12 matchup before Colorado returns to the Big 12. Going to love this game. I want to see how Colorado looks. I want to see how Coach Brian figure things out quickly because you're going against one of the best teams in the country in the Big 12. Just saying. And then, oh, college game day will be live at Charlotte, North Carolina Saturday. It is the Battle of the Carolinas. Bank of American Field will be packed for primetime action 7:30 on ABC. Number 21, Drake May is leading the North Carolina Tar Heels against Spencer Rattler and the South Carolina Gamecocks. ACC SEC battle. That is two. We have Virginia, Tennessee early on in the day. At the end of the day, we will have South Carolina and North Carolina. This is going to be interesting. Drake May is projected to be one of the top quarterbacks coming out of this draft class after this season. How will he fare against Spencer Rattler, who transferred from Oklahoma to South Carolina? He looked very good towards the end of the South Carolina year last year. Can he pick up where he left off at? Can South Carolina pick up where they left off at and keep the ball rolling here for the SEC? All right. That's another game that we're going to preview and look at. Big Ten on NBC, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't recall, the Big Ten has a $7 billion TV deal now. Well, not only with NBC, but with Fox and CBS. So all three stations will be showing Big Ten games, and this is the first one from NBC. Okay, after they have they Notre Dame Fighting Irish play in that normal time as they normally do, 7:30, ladies and gentlemen, across from the Battle of South Carolina, it is Penn State Nittany Lions, ranked 7 in the country, hosting West Virginia from the Big 12. We have a Big 12 and Big 10 matchup down in Happy Valley. Mountaineers, have fun with that one, okay? And then we'll get to that one in a minute because that game there that you just saw, the spotlight game of the week, takes us to Orlando, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, where I believe college game it should have been at, if you want to ask me. And the ranking said it itself. It's a top 10 showdown out the gate Sunday, September 30th. Well, probably because it's on a Sunday and not on a Saturday. But nevertheless, September 30th, Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, the spotlight game of the week down in Orlando, Florida. ABC, SEC versus ACC. Number 5, the LSU Tigers taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Now, normally I would have cut to a break and then did the spotlight game of the week, but we already been going long getting away, so I'm gonna do it right here. Last year, Florida State went to Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana at the Superdome, and escaped with a 1-point win over LSU Tigers. In a way, that usually works against Florida State, but instead of them missing the extra point, they blocked the extra point to win that game. Now LSU must want payback by taking a trip to Camping World Stadium down in Orlando, Florida, where Florida State is the home team now, and try to get back what they should have won last year. Can they do it? Is the question. But this is year 4 in the Mike Lowell's tenure at Florida State. After year 2, when Eddie didn't even make the bowl game and everybody wanted his head on the silver platter, he came back the following year, last year, and had 10 wins this year. Now they expect him to continue on this trajectory here, because I told you by year 3, you sure already know where you're going at. Year 3, 10-3. Had a very great year. Now you ranked in the top 10 to begin the season. But you're talking about a team who won the ACC West last year over Alabama, beat Alabama, and now you have Brian Kelly in his second year at the helm at LSU with Jaden Daniels as his quarterback still. So that is all that right there. Now, 6. The Bear Down pick 6. Here is my picks for week 1. I'm taking my Florida Gators to do it again. This time on the road, ladies and gentlemen. This time on the road over 14 ranked Utah. We coming out 1-0 yet again. And the next game, I have Tennessee taking down Virginia. There's no surprise on that one. I'm pretty sure everybody else is feeling the same way. All right. All right, and same thing when it comes to TCU and Colorado. I think everybody, we love you, Coach Prime. We love you. We love you. We good to see you, Coach Prime. But you gonna take this L to the TCU Horned Frogs in Fort Worth, Texas. Just keeping it real, Coach Prime. Just keeping it real. You're taking the L. All right, you're gonna take an L. All right, and then I have another blasphemous thing that I am doing, because normally I pick an SEC team every time. But in this one, the Battle of the Carolinas, with the game being at Baker American Field, Baker American Stadium, I'm taking the North Carolina Tar Heels. I think North Carolina will find a way to outlast the South Carolina Gamecocks and take this one. Okay. Yeah, that's two blasphemous thing I did. I picked Georgia to win the ACC, and I'm picking against an SEC team against an ACC team. I know. It's one of them episodes, man. This is one of them episodes. Continuing on. Give me Penn State over West Virginia, and it shouldn't even be close. If West Virginia has a chance of beating Penn State gonna be in for a long year, okay? Because nobody's expecting West Virginia to mount to anything, let alone their nickname being the Mountaineers, okay? Penn State, Penn State, Penn State. LSU gets payback against 8th-ranked Florida State. Payback. That's all I'm saying. LSU getting payback. Okay. Florida State would not beat LSU again. LSU would come back with a vengeance this time and handle business. You hear me? You hear me? Business. Those are my 6 picks. But those of you who have been paying attention, we are doing what we call the extra point van folk. So with the games, the 6 game that you saw me do, that's what I be doing every week. And every time I will leave some of the games that I did choose, I'll lead them to a vote by you, the fans, for me to pick as my extra point pick. Okay. So that means with the extra point, a full 7 picks equaling the touchdown. Okay. So I did my 6 picks. Now we got the fan vote pick, and with with a 57.9% vote winning, you guys voted for Boise State and Washington Mountain West versus Pac-12. 3:30 on Saturday on ABC. The Huskies are at home against a team that is known for knocking off Pac-12 teams, especially on the road in Boise State. So this is not a sleeper. This is not one of the games you want to sleep on if you're the Washington Huskies. So this is the game I got to pick. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going with the home team. I am picking the Washington Huskies to not get caught slipping opening week at home against a team that is known for catching people sleeping. Okay. Thank you for that. Those are my picks. If you want to check them again, I'm taking Florida over Utah. I'm taking Tennessee over Virginia. I'm taking TCU over Colorado. I'm taking Penn State over West Virginia. I'm taking North Carolina over South Carolina. I'm taking LSU over Florida State. And for my extra point pick, fan vote pick, I am taking Washington over Boise State. All right.